The multinational companies buying up our iconic products, then shifting production overseas. Now one Aussie company is launching a counterattack, buying back some of our best-known brands. But is it a losing war?
Well, we're the local guys.
Basically today we're the last left in Australia.
It's the little Aussie company that grew and grew.
Multinationals have got a deeper pocket than what we have. Yeah, it's tough.
Cosy Papello was there when it all started 30-odd years ago. Today he oversees an operation that churns out up to 600,000 bars of Aussie-made soap every single day.
I get a buzz out of manufacturing, I always have. I like to see things getting made and finishing up on a supermarket shelf.
Cosy works for Pental, the Aussie-owned publicly listed company behind some of our best-known soap and cleaning products. Now it's got one more after buying back the White King brand from American giant Sara Lee.
It added another 30-35% to our turnover. So we are now a sizable company.
Charlie McLeish is Pental's Chief Operating Officer, and here in its Melbourne production facility, 32,000 bottles of bleach roll off the assembly line every 8-hour shift. It could be made for far less overseas, like the foreign-owned multinationals do, and then spend a fortune on marketing instead.
We just don't have those funds to give the product away.
But the big guys do.
Of course they do, yeah.
Which explains why you can't buy Huggy fabric softener from Woolworths anymore. The supermarket told us the Aussie-made brand couldn't match the multinational's 14-day freshness guarantee. Seriously. Charlie claims the real reason it's refusing to stock it is because his company can't afford to spend a fortune promoting it with 2-for-1 deals or crazy giveaways. Any spare money they make pays their Aussie workers' wages, but that's not Woolworths' concern. And it's that kind of pressure from retail giants which explains why some big guns decide not to stick around. We all remember the stink when Bonds moved underwear production offshore after a multi-million-dollar taxpayer handout to try to keep it here. Earlier this year, Heinz shut its tomato sauce factory in Victoria, putting the squeeze on our local workforce by moving to New Zealand. Since then, the makers of Aerogard decided to shut up shop in Sydney, taking the Dettol antiseptic brand with it to be produced just about anywhere but here.
The government's not giving many handouts to local businesses, but they sure like to give them to the foreign manufacturers who might want to set up here to go into competition with our businesses.
Lynn Wilkinson from AUSBUY says local companies rarely get the rub of the green, even though it costs them more to stick around.
The decisions are made here, the profits stay here, the jobs and the skills and the reinvestment stays here.
In Pental's case at least, it's fighting back. And even though it imports some of its products, like toothpaste, it recently bought back the Jiffy and Little Lucifer firelighter brands from the same multinational that shut its Sydney fly spray plant just recently. How many firelighters a day would you be able to manufacture?
On an 8-hour shift we do about 30,000 packets.
Some is getting exported to New Zealand, striking another blow for Aussie manufacturers.
We have a lot of new products currently in development, and you'll see a lot more new innovative ideas hit the market over the next 12 months.
And like just about everything else, Pental will pay Australian workers to make those products too. They could save money by moving offshore and shoving the Aussie workers on the job scrap heap. But they're here to stay, as long as shoppers stick by them so they can stick it to the foreign-owned companies that take jobs and profits offshore.
Of course they've got to fight in their hands. I think we have the best quality products in the market. I think you'll find the fight has just begun.
What does it mean to the future of companies like this if people just go into a supermarket and just buy based on price?
Well, they won't be around.
It's as simple as that?
Simple as that.
Well, now we'd like you to tell us, should the supermarkets sell more Australian-made products? Have your say on our Facebook poll, and you can also let us know what you think on Twitter. Now, the controversial diet that's provided rapid weight loss for participants, but it comes with a warning.
I'm proof in the pudding. I'm standing here.